So I left. I made it. But I realized that I was alone when after the first day, all vomited in the boat, and then we were stacked up like fish, like a small fishing boat for 80 people under the base in the basement, and we kind of sat on each other, and we vomited on each other. I was like severe motion sickness. Everything I had in my stomach is all out, you know. And the next thing I know, I got a little bit of water, but the next thing I know, there was no food, you know. And so at least couple days. So my boat was 4 days and 3 nights. Was a little bit of water, not a lot of food, not much food at all. And I remember I saw my friend, but people in the same boat with me, our mouth is all white, you know, and we have this bubbles around our mouth too, because there's with no water and there's a lot of dehydration. And I remember I was told that in the evening I kind of fainted, so they tried to pull me up to the deck so that I can have some air. But I was basically fainted, and when I got up, I was on the edge of the boat, and if I turned to the right side, I would have just was dropped in the ocean without nobody know. It was in the middle of the night. But there's one lady, she saw me, I'm about to turn, she pulled my leg, and here I was, you know, I was saved. Because I didn't have family, so nobody know who I was. My mom had my dad's friend went together with me in that boat. He was a man, he had his kid to take care, so he basically couldn't look out for me at that time. So anyway, so I was saved. But at that time, I realized I was pretty much alone in an ocean away from my family. When I went to the and when we were rescued, we were taken to the refugee camp in Indonesia. I just had clothes, a pant, and a blouse on my body, nothing else. And as a 17 years old woman, I remember also, I was so lost, you know, and I saw families together and they feeding each other and they giving each other food and all these things, and I was all by myself. That was tough. It's still a lot of grief because I didn't have a chance to say goodbye to my friends, or because they escaped, so it's all, you know, you did it in secret, so you wouldn't tell anybody. Wouldn't had a chance to say goodbye to my friends or my people that I grew up with and my families and all of that. I didn't have all those, and I brought nothing with me, you know. So that was it.